Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who gave himself his own nickname, the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level, he'll have plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go!
They run it again with Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
2nd down following the run. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make
I'm going to bed, LOL.
Get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by... Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, and they've got it here with a 1st down. One man in the backfield, that's Martin. He'll get the football here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a good effort on a return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 30. back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. They go play action here on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case, they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say.
And a loose football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now back to throw. He's got time. Complete to Gilmore, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Crockett Gilmore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder that coming up at halftime, we'll join Larry Ridley in Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So we look forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to some air conditioning.
I bet you are. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their big tight end, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, and this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw now on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. This is taken at the 3. Fighting through. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll try and run with their fullback. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sheldon Day continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete to Gilmore over the middle. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Steps away. Hard throw, incomplete. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They come up in an offset eye. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to...
It's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college... they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that brings up fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Martin. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd down now following the completed pass. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Paoli Kikaha with a tackle. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Detroit! Here we go now.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. So here we go, first and 10 now. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Let's go. 3-19. No. Just Patriots.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back in.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A gain of 3, second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Goes underneath to Martin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. To throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. In the red zone this time.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final minute. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. Drops it off to Martin. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New Orleans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos.